In example 4, we're going to see the ambiguous case with no solution. So we're going to find all the solutions for the triangle if possible. If no solution exists, write no solution. Round side lengths to the nearest tenth and angle measures to the nearest degree. First thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our triangle. So let's do that. We have A, B, and C. Angle A is 61 degrees. Side A is 9, and side B is 11. As we can tell, in this problem we have a side-side angle. And that means that we might have one of those three cases, either no solution, one solution, or two solutions. As we go to solve this, the first thing we want to do is find angle B. The reason we can't do C first is because we don't have the side, so we don't have enough information. But because we have the B side, we can go and find the angle using the stuff we have with A. So our first step here is we are going to find angle B. And to do that, we use our law of sines that says the sine of 61 degrees, which is big A, over little a, the side length is 9, should be equal to the sine of angle B over the side of B, which is 11. If we cross multiply, we get 11 times the sine of 61 degrees equal to 9 times the sine of B. Then we want to divide both sides by 9, and we get 11 times the sine of 61 degrees over 9 equal to the sine of B. We need to get B outside of the sine. Right now it's attached with the sine. To do that, we would need to take the sine inverse of both sides. So we would take the sine inverse of 11 sine of 61 over 9 is going to be equal to B. Now I want you to pause this for just a second and plug this into your calculator, all at one time. The sine inverse of 11 times the sine of 61 over 9, and tell me what happens, or think about what's going to happen as that happens. So pause it now. If you did that and you plugged it in, you should have seen that you get some sort of error on your calculator. And because you get that error, that means that no triangle is going to exist. So our answer here is that no triangle exists. And the reason you get that error, so why is that happening? If you think about just 11 sine of 61 over 9, if you plug that in your calculator, you get something that's about 1.07. And if you think about the domain that you can use for an inverse function, that domain has to be between -1 and +1. So because this 1.07 does not lie in the domain of that inverse function, that's why it's coming up as an error. It won't work. So this is a case where this triangle cannot be formed, and we get no triangle exists. Now I'd like you to do the try this. So go ahead, pause it now, and unpause it when you're ready to check your answer. If you did the try this correctly, you should see that you get no triangle exists. Let me know if you have any questions.